Peshawar, Pakistan. A place that produces many talents. With just 2,000 rupees, a hydraulic cylinder can be made. Choose this large round tube as the cylinder body. It is said that in the Middle East, this type of steel pipe is very popular. Look at this length. Can it be used to make a small transport device? Put it on the lathe to cut it to the appropriate length. Then weld a flange onto it. When welding, first place a welding point. Measure the balance. Then proceed to weld it completely. Both sides need to be welded to ensure durability. You can tell it's a skilled worker. The welding rod moves continuously without stopping. After fixing the flange, put it on the lathe. Process the other end to make it flat. Then clamp the steel pipe onto this special jig. This machine looks like a lathe, but it seems to have been modified like this. Attach a special cutting tool to the rotating table. It immediately becomes a horizontal lathe. Just operate it. The cutting tool can reach the inside of the tube. After machining, remove the cylinder body. Take a look at the machining results. Continue placing it on the lathe to machine the flange flat. Once finished, continue using the horizontal lathe. Pakistan's machining techniques are amazing. Attach sandpaper to the cutting tool. Start the machine. The cutting tool rotates. It can polish the inside of the cylinder. This method is truly clever. As long as there is creativity, there is always a way to solve problems. Pakistan always makes the most of simple equipment. Find a suitable piece of steel in a large workshop. After machining, insert it into the cylinder. This time, it doesn't fit perfectly. Do a little more machining. Now it fits in easily. Then proceed with welding. Then flatten the welded seam. Removing the rust outside takes a lot of effort. Cut off the outer layer completely. Both removes rust and makes it shiny. Drill a small hole. This is the oil hole. Weld a lifting lug onto the cylinder cap. Next, weld the oil hole opening. Now they are probably welding the air vent hole. This looks like an exhaust component, but it's actually a newly cast steel cap. The surface isn't rusted, it's just covered in casting sand. Measure the inner diameter of the cylinder. Then machine it to match the exact size. This groove is probably for the sealing ring. There are a total of 2 grooves inside. This part also requires machining 2 seal grooves. After machining, the steel cap looks like this. This iron block may not look special, but it's actually the piston. After flattening the surface, cut grooves around the edge. A total of 3 grooves need to be cut. This ensures better sealing. Seems like there's a slight mistake. It turns out the machined grooves are not for seals, but for fitting an additional layer. They stack them together. Drill several holes. Then secure it with bolts. Attach the piston rod. Clean the inside and outside of the cylinder. Pour some lubricant onto the cylinder walls. Apply more oil onto the piston. Then push the piston into the cylinder. Pressing it down is a bit difficult. The worker lifts it up and presses it down firmly. Doing this a few times allows the piston to be installed easily into the cylinder. Attach the cylinder cap. If it doesn't fit, use a large hammer to tap it lightly. Install the securing bolts. Attach the lifting lug. Secure it with a locking pin. Guys, the hydraulic cylinder is now complete. Mechanical production is truly powerful. See you all in the next episode.